Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready, play.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. This defense for the Rams, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Operating from the gun, Devine. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second and 7, Lance. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Devine. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Devine. To the right side, and complete to Atwell. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Touchdown! Cooper Kupp with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Rams lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the... Now a hit and a loose football. And the Rams have got it back. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Throwing to start the drive. Devine. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Niners are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. 2nd and 7 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that is incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Come on, set.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
To throw again on second down. Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his third. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're...
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Devine. Throwing left side, it's complete.
let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second and 5 now. Lance. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. On 1st down, Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Devine. Throw left side complete. That's Hammond. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Rams had 7 and 4 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. That's on the guard, David Edwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Devine. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Lance. And now here's another interception. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
From midfield, here's Lance.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Drops this underneath, it's Mitchell.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Play action. Devine. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Devine. Flushed out right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Back to throw again. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Niners are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him,
fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. did not get back there. It's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
To throw on second down, Devine. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Third and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up first and second down.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. And now here is another interception. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A final shot before break. Devine, flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing on first down. Devine. And some room to run now.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Throwing on third and long. Devine. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. Gay's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On first down, Devine. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Devine. That'll be complete to Cook.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lance going to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
On 1st and 10, Devine
swinging this out wide here for Cook. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock.
Back to throw. Devine. just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
On play action, Lance.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Off of play action, here's Lance.
Out to his left. And now here's another interception.
And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Off the play fake. Devine. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 10 more there and another first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. James Cook, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Rams add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just hang on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 21. Drive starts with a give to Mitchell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lance. He finds Wilson. Touchdown 49ers. Garrett Wilson, 68 yards. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Looking to throw. Devine. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
On 3rd and 2, Devine. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Off play action. Devine. And my goodness, another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And now here is another interception. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago. He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the goal line
line, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Ultra. Go ultra. You, yellow.
From the 29, Lance. That's complete to John Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will cut this lead down to 25. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a 1st. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this one's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hammond. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Back to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
And now the Falcons on a 1st and 10, getting ready to go on offense. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Tony Gonzalez, 45 yards. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep...
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup.
And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Throwing first play is Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And he's got room. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Falcons will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that net.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 75 yards. And just like that, another Ultimate Challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available or return.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge.
The offense for the Cowboys, getting set to go on 1st and 10.
Dak going to start out going to the air.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass.
Oh, Prescott stripped. It's picked up by the Broncos. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to...
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, The Coach.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Toss left to Elliott. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.